Time now for sports, and Baba, it was historic indeed for us to see the first ever presidential debate for GFA.
Of course, Daniel, and as you said, really historic as, the 5 candidates for, vying for the Ghana FA top job actually were subjected to, I won't call it some sort of scrutiny, but they had to answer questions on pertinent issues concerning Ghana football. Now, if you missed out on it, here is a report put together by Midday Sports.
Conspicuously absent was George Friye, thought to be one of the front-runners in the race. The former GFA vice president said he could not postpone a prior business engagement outside the country. But as they say, the show must go on, and it did, at the College of Physicians and Surgeons here in Accra. To a crowd of invited guests and a global audience, Amanda Clinton, George Ankuma Mensah, Kurt E.S. Okreku, Nanaya Amponsa and Fred Papu contested ideas to improve the lot of football in Ghana. One after the other, the candidates took turns to answer questions on pertinent issues on the nation's former passion. Former GFA Vice Fred Papu, in his submission, promised to repair the dented image of the Football Association of Ghana.
We're talking about individual or personal credibility or integrity. We are talking about corporate credibility. These are all things that we rank or score very low as an association. So definitely for me, the first point of intervention, which is going to attract this and my concentration, will be to go to the very core of the issues which are denting our credibility and our integrity as an association. We would have to look at issues of transparency. We have to look at issues of accountability. We have to look at issues of openness. You did mention start times and other forms of sponsorship. The question to ask is that how have we treated those sponsorships?
On his part, President of Dreams FC, Kurt E.S. Okreku, revealed his means of potentially generating revenue for the GFA.
First of all, I've spoken about the FIFA Forward program that guarantees a minimum $6 million to the FA if we behave well. Here we are talking about embracing all good governance.
The only woman amongst the candidates vying to be elected GFA president, Amanda Clinton, reiterated her commitment to developing juvenile football.
We need to do more in terms of the National Juvenile Committee, for instance. In its current form, it doesn't have a juvenile league and things like that. So we need to develop the juvenile league, and we need to ensure that a lot of focus is on colts in order to spot talent, develop talent, ensure we're supporting education, etc. Because without that, there is no future of football in Ghana.
Then came the man who is passionate about curbing the corrupt practices in Ghana football, top on that agenda being the complete eradication of match-fixing practices. George Ankuma Mensah came across as rather avid about his resolve.
Anybody who is found to have match fixed will either lose his position. If he is a club owner, he will lose the chance for his team to even play in the third league. Now, if the sanctions are strict, now we will begin to see compliance from people who have a stake in football, who would not go about fixing matches. I think that the present position is too lax, where we treat criminal offenses within football circles as just, misdemeanors, and then we allow them to go on.
Many have advocated the curbing of player exodus in Ghana. For ardent followers of the game, this can't and will not stop anytime soon. Candidate Nanaya Amponsa, who runs Far Rangers Football Club, will not stop player exodus if elected to head the GFA, but rather he will channel his energy into properly packaging and marketing Ghanaian players in a professional manner globally.
I'm going to ensure that there are seminars like Y Scout, Insta Scout, where we invite sports business people to come in so that the clubs can interact directly with them. It's also important that the clubs are able to retain players. And I'm going to institute a standard FA contract that cuts out the mythical sign-on fees, which overburdens the clubs, and they are unable to pay players well, and the players end up in, what's the name, Ethiopia, Zambia, etc. It is important that we structure our contracts well to protect the clubs and also protect the players.
The GFA presidential debate is the first in history ever since Ghana officially became a member of FIFA.
Chairman of the Ghana Football Association's Normalization Committee, Dr. Kofi Ama, was ecstatic at the feats achieved by his outfit following last night's debate.
Well, but we did a lot of planning, a lot of sessions trying to figure out what aspect of the Ghana football enterprise should be the areas that we create questions for the candidates to react. And I think by the candidates' own answers, you know that they all came prepared. There's a lot of difference in answers, but all pointing in the same direction of empowering and bringing strength to Ghana football. But I think my message now is to the delegates. Their action is representing Ghana. They are representing Ghana to make the right decisions, to get the right person or people to come and manage football.
There's more on myjournalonline.com/sports, especially the ratings on how each of the candidates performed last night. I tweeted the handle at Babatando. Same for Instagram.